finally got things set up. Uh, Hello everyone. How is your Friday? Okay, let me just start the Twitch chat as usual. That's always the last thing I gotta do on the list. Chat. Ooh. Alright, we're done here. Alright, hello everyone. It's Friday. Day. That's been very busy for me. And tonight we're just gonna have a little stream about all the chaos in like video games or whatnot. Today is just gonna be the day where I just ramble about everything and about myself. But the main topic today we're looking at is the AskReddit subreddit. So if you don't know, the AskReddit subreddit is where people usually ask a lot of questions, ranging from serious to mind-blowing, sometimes a bit joking, sometimes hypothetical, to very, very weird and questionable stuff. But it is a platform to get questions answered, and I have a lot of questions in my head, including when will I get enough money to be living on my own. That is one of the issues that I have to figure out what the solution is. So today, this is the day we're looking at the subreddit. Alright, I'm testing out a new mic settings today, so it might sound way more different than what you guys are usually used to. Mainly because I'm not hanging my mic just near my chest. This time I'm like hanging on the laptop with a with a clip that is used for hanging clothes. But it is doable, and it also won't make as much annoyingly high-pitched static sound as it would make if I put the mic on my shirt. So but it could be a bit silent. I did some tests around, and I had to like raise the volumes a bit, open the thresholds a bit. You can still hear a bit of like constant noise, but I think it's pretty minuscule to the point that if you listen to it enough, you'll get used to it. Compared to the previous times where we have mic disruption, and it's very sudden and it's very disruptive. But ultimately, whether or not I choose this approach, I still gotta buy a new mic. And I have no idea how to earn money while I'm studying and doing all this like personal projects. One confusion actually that I have the whole year was, if I were to do a part-time job, what would it be? And I couldn't actually like stay up late night because that's what my parents prohibit me to do, and most of in the morning I'll be studying anyways, and that settles down for, okay, let me just change, and that settles down for school breaks, in which I will have a lot of time, a lot of free time. The issue with that is usually semester break only lasts for around like 1 month or so. So to find a job that's going to be even part-time is going to be difficult, because no one would like to hire someone who just worked there for a month, and they'll most likely try to keep you if you could, or just straight out not hire you in the first place, unless you have very high commitment, which is an issue. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out because I really need like money, especially on how expensive my tuition fees in my college. That and you know, sometimes there are just things that I miss because I don't have enough money to perhaps watch a movie or buy the game that everyone else is playing. It just sucks, man. It just sucks not be able to mostly like hang out with people on games or movies simply because I don't have enough money. I didn't save up enough for this month's hangout or search. Which is really, how do I say this? It makes me, I have the FOMO going on because it's so easy. I like talking to people. I always like talking to people constantly, like from morning to night. It just depends on the rate of things that I talk, but like I usually really appreciate that I have people around to talk to just whenever I feel like it. But I know it's not possible because everyone has something, you know, everyone has work, studying, they're busy. But going back to topic of earning money, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. Maybe a lot of my peers actually kind of like open online business, but most of them are like online business deriving from a store, whether it's a popular brand or it's kind of like a well-known local brand, and they kind of help promote their stuff on their shop. That's what usually my peers do. I have some neighbors who work at kopitiam, just like serving drinks, serving food, you know, those kind of very easy stuff. And then there's me. I may have be the few peers among my age that does not have a part-time job. I won't say ever, because that would make it even more sad. But I did have a job of becoming a. I did have a job of being a tuition teacher, but that ship has sailed. I don't think I want to go back teaching there because I have left a very bad impression on the employers and also my colleagues there. So I'm not going back. It's tarnishing my reputation there, and dealing with the kids is tiring because not only it was kind of like a tuition center where you teach children lessons and, you know, help them with their homework, it's also kind of like part nursery, so like I'm not good at taking care of children. So yeah, it is very tiring. But yeah, let's just get right into the AskReddit session, where we'll be seeing a lot of ridiculous questions that will all be voiced by yours truly. Alright. Okay, let's go to this one. Alright, there we go. Nice. Also, I moved this dialog box here down here because I've been checking the previous streams and it is very disruptive, to say the least. Okay. So oh no, that's not safe for work. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Let me adjust the settings. I forgot to adjust the not safe for work settings before going to this. Even though this is kind of like an 18+ stream where I swear a lot or make a lot of very questionable jokes, I still kinda wanna, you know, not talk about that here. Everyone be wholesome. Everyone be wholesome here. Alright, it should be good now. Yeah, let me just reload. Alright. Who's him? Okay. No, not sorry for work. Things here. All right. Okay. All right. This is fun. We're starting off with toxic masculinity. I want something fun to start off first. All right, Reddit. I want something fun to start off first. What is an extremely common thing that others can do but you can't? What's something you realize about family member once you got older? What brand is overrated? Which TV series gets consistently better? Black sheep of the family. The gamers of Reddit. What is your favorite game ever? That's just a very, very typical thing to ask. You know what? Let's go to this one. This one's fun. So what would be my favorite game ever? If there is a situation where I have to choose a game and then play it for the freaking rest of my life and not be bored of it, there's a lot of loopholes. So if I want to play around the loopholes, right? If I want to play around the loopholes, I would just play ahead in time, because how little active the whole community is, the modding community is. So you always have new content, you have new map coming out, and you could essentially just play new content in that game. But without the loophole, what game would I play for the rest of my life? I don't know, just play the dating game. It's fun. You get to embrace people, you get to be close with people, you get to do nasty stuff with them. Yeah, not that game. Video game, alright, video game. Sorry. Video game. Not so sure. Because I'm not the kind of guy that would love to go back into a game once I finish playing it, and I just put it aside and then let it dwell in my memory for the longest time. What is my favorite game ever? The first thing that pops into my mind is Kirby games, because I grew up with it for a long time. And yeah, Kirby is generally fun. It's very easy to get into. It's very kind of action based, and it's so easy and casual that you can just play however you like it. And I kind of like that in an action game, instead of forcing you to like, oh no, press A to punch, press B to kick, and then press up A B to perform a Hakudan or something. I'm looking at you, you and your very quote unquote simple playstyle, but it just makes the game tedious and repetitive. All right, let's see what people talk about this. All right. Morrowind, the experience and freedom was so beyond anything else I experienced at the time. The ability to craft crazy spells so powerful that had almost no likelihood to succeed. Kill essential NPCs because you're not gonna tell me the stories are more important than getting his armor, and the amount of little mechanics and things to discover that seem unending. Oh, that sounds very chaotic. I'm hoping so much that Skyrim gets completed. Morrowind was the first game that I put several hundred hours into. The customization is still better than other TS games, and we have sadly lost little bits of its greatness in exchange for polish and stability with every TS games. I hope eventually it goes back to being more of a sandbox issue. Friday, sorry, feeling bad. Oh, it's okay. It's alright. Just take good care of yourself. And I send my best regards to you. Alright. Okay. And now I'm curious. What is Morrowind? Let's check this out. Oh, Elder Scrolls. TS, the Elder Scrolls. You know what? I actually should try to play one of the Elder Scrolls games someday. I never played Elder Scrolls before. I might try to play Elder Scrolls because like it just seems fun. a lot of fun. Like a lot of people talk, like a lot of people talk about it. It's just I've seen people talk about it here and there, and well, they're orcs, so why not? They are orcs. You know that always has to be, that always has to be a thing that gets me into media. You know, when it talks about fantasy creatures or beasts that I'm interested in, or it's just so freaking, it's just so freaking homosexual that I really need to look at it. All right, okay, Elder Scrolls. It is. I'll take a look at this game. No, for someone who played a lot of retro games, I only mean by Nintendo retro games, right? You know, kind of like Kirby, Pokemon, stuff like that. I never really played. Never really played. Things like what, Elder Scrolls, uh, Mass Effect. Mass Effect was pretty late. Yeah, those kind of games. Right. Okay, people. Okay, it's like it's everyone's talking about Elder Scrolls here. Borderlands something. I think it's kind of like a FPS. I don't think I would like to play this game. Yeah, action role playing first shooter. Yeah. I'm sorry. I tried a lot of first person shooter before. It's not like I don't want to try it, but I tried a lot of first person shooter, and I'll be honest, I never liked a single one of them because I'm just so bad at each of them. And I can't just, in a video game that you're required to win. You might say that, oh, it's okay to just lose. You're also experiencing the game. Yeah, experience the game where you keep losing and not progressing, so you're just repeating the level over and over again. It's not fun for me. Kerbal Space Program. You get to build, fly, and usually blow up spaceships with relatively realistic physics. It is the type of game I would dream about growing up. I was a space nerd, and it has incredible scaling difficulty and a great modding community, so it never gets dull. Yeah, simulation games. Unlike my children, I can't pick a favorite. I will say this is kind of true because the more I feel like I grow up, the more I feel like there are a lot more things that I like playing, to the point that I don't really think about which one is like my most favorite and wanting to like dedicate my whole life into, because there are just so many things out there to experience. But of course I wouldn't do that to choosing someone as a romantic partner. You can't just go to your romantic partner and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I think I have liked you for enough time, so I'm gonna move on because I need new things to occupy myself, because there are just so many other people out there to explore of. No. That's kind of messed up, and that's why people are called whores. Okay, Ocarina of Time or A Link to Past, it's hard to choose between them. I played, what was it? I played a lot of Legend of Zelda games, but most of them I didn't get to finish it, because like I would get to the game for like 2 to 3 hours for straight, and then the next time I got back into the game, I legit have no idea how to progress anymore, and I just feel like, okay, I'm not feeling it today, sorry, and then just put it for like the next year or two, and then just come back, don't know what to do about it, and then just restart the game entirely. But there is one Zelda game I finished. It was Twilight Princess, but I'll be honest, I finished Twilight Princess using a whole damn guide. From start to finish, I used a whole damn guide, and it was just like a fetch quest. And I regret doing that because I think Twilight Princess is a really good game, and I wish I could have had the time to experience it on my own. And that's what I'm kind of doing with Genshin's and Kanomiya, in which I'm just sleeping it for a long time. I haven't get to finish it because I wanna, like, you know, take my time with it. All right, we can go to the next topic. I think we have started to warm up a bit. Uh, okay, let's talk about toxic masculinity, right? Moving on. Let's talk about serious topic. Okay. So the question is, men of Reddit, what was the most ridiculous reason why someone questioned your masculinity? Alright, had a friend give another friend shit because he wanted to eat a corn dog. He said, grown ass man don't eat corn dogs. Any man should understand. 2 days later, he was mad, ranting and raving at me because I gave everyone else hot dogs and he didn't get one. I just figured he was on his grown man shit. Yo. Don't you like it when someone does this? They think they're like a grown ass man, and they're like, you can't do this. An actual manly man doesn't do that. And then they do the most freaking childish thing ever, and you question their maturity in that situation. Damn, those kind of people are so annoying. Sometimes it's just really difficult for them to get to understand that they are the people who are the immature ones. And you know, they're just people like that, and we gotta tolerate them because, God forbidden that if law doesn't exist, I would hit them. Okay, for wearing gloves while welding, who the hell doesn't wear gloves while welding? It is. I mean, unless you were thinking you want to become something like, I don't know. Do you want to become hitman? Do you want to become steelman? Go for it. Weld and iron without wearing gloves. Some of these people don't want to talk about. You know what's real masculinity? Taking care of yourself, and don't let your hospital bills pile up. I'll say that's masculinity, and you are being very responsible of yourself and your own financial status. That is a very masculine thing. Being dressed for cold weather. This is the same thing. If you want to go to the hospital, because apparently that's the manly thing to do, go for it. We'll see how long that masculinity lasts. Let's see. Went to a Mexican restaurant and we waited at the bar before we could get a table. This place has an awesome story behind the margarita, so I got one. But apparently, you know, lime is great, strawberries. Yes, the two sexual orientations, lime and strawberry, and both seem pretty fruity. You know, perhaps lime is the closet sexuality. Yeah, both pretty fruity. But I'll say this conversation is quite juicy. All right. I think it's less prevalent in today's society when we talk about what colors does someone like, or what fruit does someone like equals to their sexuality. Especially, I think this generation is kind of less prevalent about it. Maybe I have been surrounded by people who are actually smart. you know how everyone on Twitter goes like, oh, these people are on Twitter's being dumb. I'd say it's less prevalent in my social circles. Maybe because most of the time I'm not even on Twitter, and I talk with actual people that has a job or are studying and talks about stuff that makes sense. But I think it's less prevalent in today's society. It does have a lot of stigmas when we were children. I get some shit because I was wearing red. It was a magenta glasses. When I wore it when I was like 8 years old, and then of course I was expecting people to laugh at me and be like, oh my god, you're wearing, oh, you're wearing pink glasses, that's so funny. uh you're you're feminine, you're not a man, you're not a man. And I was like, dude, that's magenta. Magenta and pink are different. Get your eyes checked. I think you have like color blindness at this point. It was much more prevalent in kids, but a little less prevalent. I won't say it's current generation, but much more of within the peers of my age right now. People are more understanding and more accepting in terms of these fashion choices. I do have experience where I see people who wear pink clothes are not homo, and they are so freaking straight. So don't judge people by that. Maybe, you know, you don't have to make mean comments or making yourself feel better when you can't even get a single chick under your belt. That's a you problem and not someone else. But alright, let's see. My grandmother was worried I might be homo because I'm saying. Okay, this one, I tried to explain it. I tried to explain. This sentence here, right? I might be gay because I'm thin. This has actually some cultural differences. So for at least for Chinese, for my Chinese side, being thin is actually seen as the more attractive side in terms of the heterosexuality side. So because you know, like people just wants to be K-pop stars, and the K-pop male stars are not freaking huge ass muscular buff dudes. They are more lean, you know, they're more feminine when it comes to looks. Not feminine, but like, you know, a bit more pretty boyish. And people see thinness as an attractiveness side. Attractiveness. Not because of God forbade me to talk about this. Because you know why? I'm talking about homosexuality. And the moment they hear that, they cut my Wi-Fi. I am a sinner. Alright, anyways. I'm back. For some reasons, the network went a bit wonky and cut my connections, but I'm back. Okay, hello there, Pepper Drops. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so going back to the topic of talking about the thinness, right? The thinness. It is seen at a typical beauty standard, a very typical, in fact, the most stereotypical beauty standard in terms of in the Chinese community, or at least that's what my peers are into. A lot of my peers are into. I know some Chinese are into like this gruff, muscular, buff, big body types, like myself. But usually when it comes to my the peers that I hang out with, they usually like more thin guys, all because like that K-pops and stuff. So if going back to like, I compare this to some of like the United States Hollywood situation, where people like them tall, a bit not muscular, but like not that butt and big body type, more like tall. And I'm assuming the thin here is talking about the femboy kind of thin, where it's like it's just like thin on the arms, just slim. So that might make sense because femboys are quite a common sight in terms of the gay stereotypes here. The gay stereotypes, not here, but like gay stereotypes in general. I think in US in US there should be a lot of those. People there just like to be big and tough, I guess. And it's completely opposite on here. Alright, I think we should move on from this topic because I'm pretty much like I'm pretty much like over for it. What's something you realize about a family member once you get older, or what can someone do right now to make you happy? This is a very depressing question to ask in the first place. Do we want to go into it? Yeah, sure. Now that I still have the energy, I can still process what you're saying. Give me any type of compliment. Ah, yes, the liberals. The liberals. Am I right, guys? The liberals. What can someone do right now to make me happy? I don't know. Okay, for me, right? For me, if someone asks me, "Oh, how's your day? How are you feeling right now?" That would just kind of bring me up, because I never would have expect people to ask me those kind of questions, and because living in a family in which oppression is a very common thing, and having kind of no one to talk about emotional issues, or more, you know, the private issues that I have that I do not feel comfortable enough to share with a lot of my friends, because I don't like, how do I say this? I don't trust them enough to say emotional stuff in front of them. So if someone is genuinely interested in asking how I'm feeling, concerned about me, and like just ask how I'm feeling, I would really appreciate it. I feel really moved by that, and it makes me happy, because you know, someone will come to me and ask how's my day, in which typically I would do that to other people, and very less likely to get it back. Get it back. I guess people also kind of have like the same mindset with me, being like, there are certain people you can't overshare your emotions with, or else you just get hurt. Yes, coming from experience. Coming from experience, you shouldn't just tell everyone how you feel, because they're gonna just take advantage of you and then poof, stab you in the back. But usually this kind of thing actually takes time for people to get to warm up to you. You like you don't have to rush it. Don't rush it, because that will scare people away. I scare people away with that, and people scare away me with that. Don't just go up to someone and say, "I'm feeling sad," when you like don't know them. Like, okay, maybe things about, oh, I'm feeling a bit sad, but like, you know, you give them some time to process if you're trying to like vent further. Because I feel like it's important to kind of establish that friendship first before you eventually try to vent to someone. Because, not saying that it's a bad act, but it's just very awkward. It's just very awkward for them to tell you what to do. And I'm also not saying to just not tell people that you're not feeling bad. You have the rights to tell people that you're feeling a bit bad, and so you yourself can, like, you know, you have the rights to talk about it. You have the rights to not talk about it as well, and then you also have the rights to say you're feeling upset, and you kind of need a break or like a timeout or such. But you might want to consider not venting to someone and then quickly expecting for them to comfort you in the way that they wanted. That's really not that's really not it. And I get that people a lot of times want the support, even me myself included. I want support sometimes, about like emotional support, because of a lot of the issues that I'm going through, and I'll generally say I'm not kind of a mentally strong guy. I'm actually quite mentally weak. So a lot of very small things would just break me down. But I'm trying to work on that. But sometimes, because we humans are very social animals, so we really needed that support network. So just go talk to people that you trust within your support network. It's better than going to strangers, because you might not know what will they say. They might say mean things, or they might not say anything at all. And I don't know, it makes me feel more lonely whenever that happens. And I used to do that a lot. I just like go to people, and the first thing I say is, nah, I'll go to a complete stranger that I never talked to, and then I'm like, oh, how's your day? And then they're like, oh, I'm okay. How's your day? And then I go, oh, I'm feeling sad, and then they ignore me for the rest of the duration. Socializing is hard. In conclusion, socializing is hard. Okay, let's see. Play with my hair while I cry about my day was a rough one. I think this one is valid, since sometimes people can get very overwhelmed with stuff that they tend to physically do. They tend to focus their attention on doing stuff, getting stuff done, instead of like reflecting on themselves. And then usually that's when people kind of get delusional, or like get obsessed with working because they want to distract themselves from the bad feelings that they feel. And I kind of also do that a lot, but I do have kind of have a reflection barrier, in which if the thoughts get too overwhelming, I just couldn't do anything at all. So while I may have been feeling very bad about myself because I don't have confidence in myself for the longest time ever, usually what I'll do is I'll just take the night where everyone is just sleeping, everyone just resting, no one dares to bother me. I just put out a notebook and then just jot down all the things, all the things that bothers me, and then asking questions to myself like, why am I feeling this way? Why am I feeling this way? And is this feeling valid? What can I do? What can I do to stop feeling this way? Things like that, and it kind of helps a lot. I mean, you don't have to answer these questions immediately, but getting the feelings down, getting the feelings down, the thoughts down, is very helpful. Very helpful. And hello there, person for music. I honestly need a hug. Everyone needs a hug. Honestly, this COVID thing, yeah, COVID. This COVID thing has been bothering a lot of people. I never would have thought in my life that I actually crave physical social interactions, because it's just so lacking in these days. It becomes a gem at this point. All right, cool. I think that is enough depressing stuff. It's getting to me, guys. Let's see. Let's refresh. Okay, how about this? What is an extremely common thing that others can do but you can't? I never thought about that. What's the extremely common thing that others can do but I can't? I'll say I'm a pretty privileged person. But maybe we'll get some thoughts now while we're going through this. Recognize faces with ease. Okay. Recognizing faces with ease. I do have a friend that can't recognize face, so all they could do is just like recognize the name and then with their words. It's pretty funny. And then for me, I'm really bad with names. If being told it being told IRL because I would just straight forget about it, and then the next time I see people, I'm like, oh hey, you're, and then they just say that name. On the internet is different because that name is just on your face the whole fucking time. But that used to be a thing that I struggle because it's so hard to remember names, especially Chinese names. Where because if you know Chinese names, if you know how Chinese words works, basically, a lot of the a lot of the how do you say this? A lot of the pinyin has different variation of words. So the Jia Yi you may have met at high school would not be the same, would not have the same characters that the Jia Yi you met online. No, you met at a bookstore. They might just be different characters, but then they might be just different characters, but they pronounce the same. And I don't know. It's just hard for me. It's hard for me to remember what they are called without like the reference of the actual character, the Chinese characters. Because usually Chinese character like this, they usually kind of describes what kind of person they are, or it just makes it easier to remember. There's a theory there's a theory that goes by if you name someone something, then their career or their personality would most likely reflect to that, reflect to the name that's given. And well, I can't explain why. I don't know why that would happen, but it happens. Usually for Chinese name, it will be a bit of like fortune telling and like fortune telling and feng shui, or it could be a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Also an extremely common thing that artists can do, but you can't. Having a partner, and I think that speaks to a lot of people here. Anyways, let's see. These people are talking about looks. I have a terrible time trying to follow the plot of TV series of a lot because of this. I just can't get who is who to stake. Okay, this is a common thing for me too when I'm watching TV series. Typically, when I'm watching like the first third episodes of a story, I typically just like don't recognize the characters at all. I was like, wait, who's this character again? Why is he here? What's it called? And it takes like 3 to 4 characters because you are thrown into a world where essentially you know nothing, and the first thing I notice is just like the world building of everything. Like the Stranger Things, I was just focusing on like the plot, on the plot and stuff, like what's going on, what's going to happen, and I'm like trying to take in I'm trying to get used to the settings of that place. Of the entire world. But good job on Stranger Things writers or like designers, because the character design, while I won't say it's special, it's definitely distinctive and memorable to the point that when I finally get myself to actually recognize each of the characters that's inside, I have no problem recognizing who is who. Sometimes when the designs get a bit too similar, and then I was like confused, like is this Scarlet or is this Samantha? I have no idea how to tell. But I'm usually like when I'm like 4 episodes into the story, and then they were talking about like, oh my god, Scarlet cheated with his boyfriend. With her boyfriend on Samantha, and then I'm like, who's Scarlet? Who's Samantha again? But it's just a very stupid thing. Okay, this is the term they keep popping up. It's called prosopagnosia. So prosopagnosia, also known as face blindness, means you cannot recognize people's face. Face blindness often affects people from birth and is usually a problem a person has to face for most of their life and has a severe impact. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, that is a thing. Maybe that explains why like one of my friends would encounter this kind of thing. All right. I can't whistle. Yeah, me same. I can't whistle. Also, talking about whistle. No offense to people who whistles out there, but I feel like whistling is the most annoying thing a human could do. First and foremost, whistling to someone else, catcalling. That is a very rude, mean, and bad thing you could do to a person. Hello there, Dubu. Welcome to the stream. We're just talking about how one of my pet peeves is whistling. But yeah, when people whistle, it's usually two things. They usually whistle to catcall, or secondly they whistle to a song. Dang God, you can't whistle? Yeah, you have to be lucky at that, because if you're whistling in front of me, you're making yourself an enemy. And I absolutely hate people who whistles. Like it's not like I glare at you because you're annoying kind of hate. It's a declaration of war if you try to whistle in front of me. It's a declaration of war, because one, why I say it was whistling to calling people, in a way it feels like it's very catcalling, name calling, in a sense that it just feels very insult. Like, even if it's not directed at me, towards other people, I still, I don't know. It feels, I feel enraged when people whistle to other people like that. Like, it's like they have a name, you can call yourself, hey, use good sir there, instead of like whistling. Almost like you treated them like some sort of pet. Yeah, my biggest pet peeve is just whistling. It's so annoying to the point that I hate people who do that. Secondly, whistling to music. No. if you're humming it, it's fine. I have nothing against humming a song. Even I do that a lot. Whistling a song, you're giving yourself a break here. I hate people when they whistle. When they're whistling songs. Maybe because when people whistles, the music tends to be very out of tune too. And I hate music which is out of tune. I feel the same actually when my friend whistle. I'm like, question mark, what? Yeah, I just, no, whistling is just so annoying. God damn it. Okay, wait, hold on. I need to pour myself some tea. All this talking is making me a bit thirsty. Oh yeah, hold on, Dubu. I gotta shout you out. On my stream. Alright, let me shout you out on my stream while I'm drinking this tea. So we go back. Alright, there you go.
Okay, here's one thing. It's like, thank you for the holiday, but then not thank you because replacement class. So yeah.
Dude, oh my god, Dubu.
What am I doing tomorrow? That's the thing. I don't know what to do tomorrow.
That's
like, sometimes I just
okay. Hold on.
bangun pukul 11. I woke up at 11 sometimes, and then tomorrow I have to finish some of the homework. So that
it's so annoying when because right, the exact same thing happened to me like just this week, and it was just horrible. I was like, okay, this week it was a Tuesday, and it was like, it was the next day was Taipusam. So on Tuesday we were supposed to have a Taipusam public holiday, and then I was like, oh, the good, oh great, I don't have classes, which means I could focus a lot of my personal projects, and I was like planning to do everything in today, and then when I was about to go out to pack up some food, my friend just instantly like DM me and be like, bro, it's there's classes now, please attend. I'm like, wait, what? I thought today's type some, and then they show me like the Facebook post in which someone asked, right, someone asked, oh hey, sir, today's typusum, tomorrow's typusum, but will we have class? Will we have class tomorrow? And then and then the sir was like, while well, yes, we have public holiday tomorrow. I'm figuring out the slot, which I put like which I will put replacement class. And then he was like, if you guys if you guys are interested, I'll put a replacement class just on like the same day and the same time the class was supposed to be, and I'll make a poll. And then literally everyone voted yes. I'm like, who the fuck? Who the frick gave that idea to the lecturer? and then I panic. Yeah, it is painful. I was just like planning to relax that day, and then someone just freaking be like, hey teach, is there going to be a class tomorrow? And then the teacher goes like, yeah, do you guys want to have class tomorrow? And then no one says no. No one says no. And then the teacher was like, all right, let's get class started. Literally, I wasn't even informed there was a poll in the first place. So the moment I was looking at the freaking poll, everyone voted yes. I feel so much resent inside for not realizing that there was a poll earlier, so I can just put a no there, and then the lecturer would realize that, you know, maybe someone would not want to have a replacement class at this ungodly hours. Oh my god, thank you for the shout out. You're welcome. I love to drop in your stream sometimes. It's you had that very chaotic compy kind of vibe, and it's just really nice. it's really familiar. It's a really familiar feeling to have. A lot of my classmates also like, it's not like we're going out to celebrate anime, like dang, y'all need to take a break. Okay, here's the thing. I think those are the kind of classmates who has too much free times on their hands. And they're like, you know what? Yeah, we're not doing anything anyways, so like why not? But I'm the kind of person to be like, I have to do all these things here. Oh, I have to do all these things here, and then you just come up to me and ruin my schedules and plans. Which, why? I would have a heart attack too. Oh my god. Hey, do you know Rimuru Tempest? What is that? What is that? What is Rimuru Tempest? It's two terms that, when combined, I'm not familiar with. What is that? I'm searching that up. Formerly known as Satoru Mikami, is the main protagonist. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Cool. I don't watch anime. I'm sorry. I'm such a boomer. It seems you do not know them. Yeah, I just said I'm not a boomer. I'm not a beat. I don't watch anime. The only animes I watch are like Fairy Tail. I didn't even like watch it because like my brother was watching it, and then sometimes I just sit with him to watch Fairy Tail. And the value of friendship in that anime is so ridiculous that I just want to see how far they would go with that value. And turns out, yep, they did win with the power of friendship. Fun stuff. Alright, so open envelope about completing modulating them, that one I cannot relate. That one I could always do that. Napping during the day, I could do that, but it's just okay. Let's move on to another topic. All right. So, oh, there's new posts. Let's see the new posts. Let's take hot posts now. Oh, these are new posts, which I don't think. I saw something that. Yep, it's a good thing that I didn't stay long there. There was something that you guys shouldn't be able to see. Okay, it should be hot, right? Hot topics. What is the single most ridiculous conspiracy theory you'd ever heard? Interesting. Let's hear about that. The sign language interpreters at press conferences are actually brainwashing us. I have my concerns on this. You know what? This actually makes sense. I have my concerns on this because sometimes I have a feeling that because I don't understand sign language, but maybe I should like learn a bit to see that if this is legit. But a lot of times, like on news reports, when people are doing these kind of like sign languages, I'll just like focus on them and be like, are they actually, do they actually know what they're doing? when they're pointing at when they were like point at you, point at me, and then they draw a circle. I'm like, do they actually know what they're talking about, or are they just like, are they paid? Are they like paid part-time workers that is just there to do ridiculous movements as much as they can? Maybe I'll have like a change of perception once I get to know sign languages. But yeah, dude, I don't trust people who do sign languages on news report. That is a yeah. It's just so weird. Like, there's a police station in the US hire a con artist to be their sign language interpreter once. Oh my god, yeah. Like, I don't know. I mean, it also seemed weird to me that people who are deaf, why would they open the TV and listen to the news in the first place? Like, they could have just like, perhaps in terms of emergency issues that would make sense, but if it's like not an emergency issue, they could just like buy a freaking newspaper. And I feel like not a lot of people will be using that when they're looking at a news conference. So I have my concerns with that. I have my concerns. Cause I don't know, maybe the news report company might just put there just to make people feel that, oh, maybe they actually kind of do care about people who are maybe physically impaired. But I don't trust them. You know what I also don't trust? People who talk about stock markets on YouTube. I don't know investment, but I sure as hell feel they're sus. It's like, oh, join the stock market, join that stock market. Or like, oh, John doesn't know how to invest. But Steve knows how to invest with these apps that helps you search for the most trending the most trending stock market on the most trending stock market right now. With this app, you could do literally anything, invest. Those kind of things was kind of like okay. I don't trust those either. Dead ass, right? It just got recommended to me so much. Like, Yes, I know I'm having some financial difficulties, but I would not like to be involved with the pyramid scheme. Thank you. I don't trust investments that is promoted on YouTube. It's practically 70% of the ads that I get is investment. Ugh. Okay. United Nation. I don't think I understand that. Let's not talk about Nazi. There has some recency bias, but the girl who thinks the Roman Empire is a big made-up history conspiracy has to be up there. Ooh, this is this is a revealing one. What if the whole Roman Empire thing was just a made up, and it was just it was a building built by aliens. There was an alien civilization here, and then and then all the gods, all of the gods that people depicted, they're actually aliens, but they have to disguise themselves in human society, so they have to disguise themselves as humans, but they also have superpowers, so they're like gods that humans save humans. They build buildings, treat humans as slaves, and then yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe all ancient civilizations started with aliens. Okay, there isn't much things I'm interested in. Oh, sorry. Let's see. What movie would change the most if the main character was bald? This is an interesting one. I'll take that. I'll take that. What movie would change the most if the main character was bald? Rapunzel. Of course, Rapunzel. The whole movie would be different if Rapunzel was bald. Of course. Oh my god. Tangle. Oh my god. Okay. Mulan. Sonic. If Sonic goes bald, he won't go fast anymore. Okay, that is fun. What sounds give me What sounds give me anxiety? This one I think is very it is a very prevalent topic to talk about. The sound that gives me anxiety. Okay, I hate when my fingers kind of spread something plastic-like, and then it's kind of not a sound. It's more of a frequency that I made. While it's not obvious that it's a sound. It's kind of like a frequency that kind of shakes my mind a bit. It's a sound. You don't hear there's a sound, but you feel like there's a sound. And every time I do that, I cringe a lot, and then I suddenly feel so mad and frustrated. That kind of sound gives me anxiety. So the finger, if your fingernail gets long, and then you scrape on something, like on the plastic, and then it creates this kind of like metal scraping frequency that I don't like at all. That kind of sound gives me anxiety. For some people I know, the was it the polyester box that you used to like tap out, you used to like hack foods, when the plastic is making friction with the polyester box. That kind of sound is annoying to some people, and that is quite understandable. Ringtone, definitely. When you have a work in which you have to like supervise everyone in your vicinity, your ringtone becomes the most annoying thing that you have to listen. I know that because like sometimes Okay, for me, right? Before I change my new phone, my WhatsApp ringtone would always be kind of like another ringtone. I forgot what was the ringtone, but it was usually different than the ringtone I got from like Twitter, from like Discord. I remember having that ringtone, and then knowing that people from WhatsApp was messaging me, and then I totally just ignore it for like 2 hours intentionally because I know someone's coming up for me to ask about questions in college. The students in my foundation really like to be spoon fed, and a lot of the times they will always come to me and ask me like questions about college because apparently I'm one of those people who I'm one of those people who quote unquote pays attention, but I'm not really paying attention. I just know when to jot down notes when I'm supposed to. But yeah, so people would just be like WhatsApp me and be like, hey, my name, uh, the lecture talks about this, so what should I do? And then whenever that ringtone rings, I'm like, okay, shit, someone's gonna ask me questions, and I don't feel like answering it, and that's why I kind of just silently ignore people because I used to answer them quite willingly, but then the more I see it, the more I receive the same messages from the same kind of people. I feel like I'm getting I'm I'm getting used to the point that there was a dude I befriended with in college. I started at first it was like, oh yeah, let's be friends, and then I carry you, carry me. We both are interested in game development major. If you don't know, I'm in a game development major right now, and I'm so proud that I'm in this major because I have excuses to play video games without being complained that I'm lazy. Okay, back to the topic. There was this guy I befriended with, and then we talk about a lot about the stuff, and then he seems like a guy that I could trust a lot with, so I was just immediately telling him my sexuality and stuff, and we became very close. And then there was one day I tried to complain to him about, people constantly asking me questions when they should have paying attention, and it was like too many questions at time. And then he was like, bro, you don't need to complain, about it, just feel good, feel nice that you're actually helping someone, that actually feeling nice. I'm like, ah, I guess, but you can't just like spoon feed everyone and then people rely on you. And you know what is the ridiculous thing that freaking happened? He is one of those people that keeps asking me questions, keeps asking me to come up. But why I consider it the worst? Because he was legit using my whole trust on our friendship to get me to help him. And then I trusted him to like be put in a lot of group projects. I trusted him to like do some work, but every week he has a new excuse for me to like for me to like help him. Sometimes it's like, oh, my family got some problem, my friend got some problem, I'm sick today. If it's like a one time or two time thing, I'm like, okay, it's fine, I'll help you. But it's like every week there's a new excuse. There's something that's going to happen to him. I don't know if it's bad luck. If it's bad luck, I'm so sorry for him. If it's not bad luck, why? Even it's ridiculous, because like he keeps doing a lot of like side jobs here and there, but then he never has the time to do his own school. So, if you can't even manage yourself, then like, why do you bother us? What do you like even want to do the side job if you can't handle your own schoolwork? And then like, it's not free for you to keep asking me questions and then help you do your schoolwork. That is. After that, I just didn't like talk to him. I expressed my frustration towards him, and then we never talk anymore. A bit shameful that he still doesn't get it when I express my concern to him. A bit shameful. That's why I mute notif for my WhatsApp. Oh no, honey, that ain't. Nowadays I actually kind of like turn on WhatsApp notif because I've been getting less and less because people nowadays know they shouldn't mess with me because of how long I delete their messages, and sometimes I just straight up ignore it. Yeah. Thankfully, the classmates I have in my degree right now are all very active, are all very like active people. They don't kind of like be very passive or be very carefree about it. Everyone's passionate, which is really nice, and that gives me an leeway when I'm doing group projects with them because oh my god, pre-U group projects are hell when it comes to managing members. But I have hopes. I have hopes for today's. I have hope for this degrees people. I'm looking forward to working with them because each of them has different things to contribute, different things to contribute in like group projects or like gain knowledge sense, and I'm looking forward. And a lot of them seem very has some personality or just very cool people. Hey Tio, hello there Kuro. Yes, Persona by Music. You entered your stream there. Hello. You entered your stream, right? I'll stream. Oh yeah, you were streaming Ring Fit. I just realized you were streaming Ring Fit. Did you get tired already? Okay, I'm gonna search for other topics. Ooh, you defeated Daddy Dragon. I'll say there are some friends within the you know what community that really likes Daddy Dragon, and it's the reason why they were interested in beating the game because thirst traps. You feel good. Oh, that's really nice. That's really nice. Yeah, like workouts feel really good after you done it, but you might want to hydrate yourself and take more rest than usual because tomorrow you're gonna feel like shit. Everything just hurts. Alright. Let's see. What other topics can we talk about? I am hydrating and drowning. Yo, you're not like drinking water, you're like drowning in your water. Oh my god. How y'all doing? I'm doing great actually because I am considering of giving you a shout out on here right now. Oh shit, I haven't opened Genshin, what the hell? Oh my god, go do your Genshin. No Tio? What do you mean no Tio? Oh. I already did it. Thank you, but with an angry face. You're welcome. Oh wait, I think it's down. Hold on. I feel like it's down. Give me a moment. Wait. you're in luck. It's down. The entire system is down. You're in luck. Is it down? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I did it for you, MJ, because you asked.
Did I hear Tetris?
I was planning to play some other games, but OBS chat and Twitch not working. Yeah, Jen also had the same problems. If I'm not mistaken, Jen has been complaining a lot about that too. Yeah, OBS stinky, but I feel like Malaysia or Singapore, OBS Singapore server is being stinky right now. This is the first for me. Ooh, that's that's kind of a shame. I believe Jen ended her stream too, and then she was telling people to switch over to someone else's stream because she was having technical problems, in which I think it's the same issue for her. Yeah, damn it. Malaysian streamers are also streamers. When can we get equal treatment? That time I can't even enter Apex. Oh yeah, I should tell you guys, right? my whole freaking Wi-Fi just got cut off just cut off in the middle of my stream, but right now it's fine. But I do admit a lot of Malaysian streamers I might have similar technical issue, and it's very annoying. Zen did stuff previously too, right? Not being able to see chat, what's the point? Yeah, you know, part of streaming on Twitch is that you get to interact with your viewers, you get to interact with the community, and that's what makes streaming so engaging and so fun in the first place. Not being able to see chat, oh, that just takes half, if not most, half of the fun out of it. So painful. The connection to the chat is very, yeah. Oh well. Have you guys, are you guys aware that there is a day, there is a day in the year where we just boycott Twitch, where we just boycott Twitch in general, just so that Twitch can treat us better. Yeah, like everyone on that singular day stop streaming on the platform, whether or not they have a schedule or not. I was only made aware of that like last year when I was on Twitch, where everyone else is like, yo, no, let's not use Twitch because Twitch is scummy and we need to protest so that they can treat us better and give us better features, better regulations, things like that. You know, maybe us Malaysians should just unite together. Maybe us Malaysians should just unite together and then just not use OBS for a week. Even other streamers in Japan say they have the same issue. Oh, so I don't think it's a server issue anymore. Then I think it's a Twitch issue at that point. I have no idea. It feels like a Twitch issue at that point. Let's use Bigo. No. Let's use a Chinese platform called Bilibili. I think no. I heard Bilibili, like Bilibili as a Chinese streaming platform has so much more stricter regulations like China themselves. I'm not kidding. Bilibili's regulation is as strict as China themselves. You know how China is going on now with the booba censoring media and remove all those fanboys notion. Imagine not being able to call Dragon Daddy. Damn it. No, that I hated that. I want to call the attractive men by their very sexy terms. I hate censorship. Frick censorship. Yeah. Freedom of speech. This is the United States. We want freedom of speech. We want freedom of action. We want to be able to wield guns freely. We want to be able to murder people freely. We want to be able to say slurs at people at our own will without being sued. It's not hurting anyone. What the frick? I want my honker, but don't get some more. I mean, censorship, I feel like censorship is primarily for like education and like just protecting children from not accessing something weird on the internet. But aside from that, nah. I guess censorship is also kind of good in terms of like, you know, blocking people for, if you don't want gore, you maybe should not watch this. If you're in public, you maybe should not watch this, not safe for thing. But I think nowadays we need to be more open, because I agree to that to a certain extent. We need to be more, how do I say this, truth in nature to kids. Because one thing I struggle with as a kid is mass media has been influencing us so much that a lot of the things we typically have a false sense of perception because of mass media. Especially for me personally, that would be struggling with social situations, while entertainment, like all those animes or like dramas you watch, are yes, entertainment, it's for consumption, but from a kid's perspective, I feel like it's very harming their perception of social interaction, because that's what they're going to learn from there. And typically stories like this are exaggerated things or even made up things that happen RL, and that it feels like I feel like I struggle a lot with social situations because of this, judging from how dramatic I am in a lot of the social situation in the past. So mass media, in a way, if not consumed correctly, is very harmful to a child's perception. We should educate kids on stuff like this, especially if Malaysians parents don't teach much in terms of adulthood. Yes, I will agree on that. Parents, I won't say most parents, but for my parents and for my friends' parents, most of the time we're very shielded, we're very protected, we're very how do I say this? We're very sheltered when we talk about things like this. In a way, yes, you're protecting your child. You're protecting your child from like dangerous stuff. Of course, it makes sense for you to protect them for things they might not understand, or they're too old, too young to understand. But protecting them too much essentially leads to a situation where a child wouldn't be able to take care of themselves. And then, from my own experience, usually you will just be raising a kid that knows how to rebel and lie to you. I know my experience because I'm one of those kids that my parents shelter me a lot more, a lot, and just protect me from, dangerous things. But here's the thing. I would listen to them because they make sense, but also at the same time, they would sometimes complain things about like, oh, why do you have no friends? Why aren't you like learning this? You can't even do this on your own. Why are you so timid? Why are you so cowardly? And then at the same time, they're also doing things that protect me, quote unquote, protect me from doing those things, and then avoid me doing those things. Or when I'm trying to do those things, they just take the things from me anyway and do them themselves. So like I feel very betrayed, because like you're complaining about the things I can't do, but then you don't let me do those things. So essentially it kind of foster a sense of like rebellion and try hard nature in me, to which to which a point right now that I would try my best to not rely or like ask my parents to help me if if I'm doing something. Like I'll just ignore their gaze. It's just yeah, being a parent is hard, man. It is very hard. Like even though some parents, they might do shitty stuff, but in a way parenting is also hard. Like mayhaps I may be here complaining about parenting, but I myself, I don't think I'm ready for a child. I think I'll just like send them straight to grave if I'm ever trying to like raise them, because oof, God forbidden, I can't even take care of myself. God says that I can't even take care of myself. All right, yeah. All right. Oh, hey, thank you for the hydrate, Dubu. The bot today is not working, which concerns me. Give me a moment. The bot today is not working. Okay, see, that's the technical problem, everyone. there is the technical problem that I'm having right now. All my bots are not working. Weird string. Okay, CloudBot. What is wrong with your CloudBot? Hold on. Trying to fix CloudBot. Did I just crash crowdbot? Okay, no. I think it's back on now. Let's try. Hydrate. Okay, there we go. Finally works. Alright, everyone go hydrate. I might as well drink my tea too. Thank you for the hydrate, Dugu and Guro. Note to self, never buy lemon cream Sentinel anymore. It's a mix of sour and subtle sweetness, which doesn't mix well. Doesn't mix well. The sweet and sourness has to be the same strongness for it to be good. But then you have like a subtle sweetness and then a very strong sour flavor, which it's just like a strong sour flavor with a bit of very weird sweetness in there. Never buy this kind of flavor. It's bad. But I bought it with my own money, so I gotta drink it somehow. Never waste food. Never waste food, kids. Okay. Let's see. Historical person. I'm not good with history. What brand do you stand by and why? What's the simplest thing you have seen someone just unable to understand? Alright, let's talk about dramas. They bought an NFT of my house and they cannot understand why they are not allowed inside. Alright. This one should be obvious for you guys. This one should be obvious for you guys. Okay, ooh, this is a long one. I was taking a class, personal enrichment type of class. During a break, I was talking to an individual, not sure how the subject came up, but they told me they had backed into another car in the grocery store parking lot a couple weeks ago. I asked if they left a note or decided to wait for the driver to come out of the store. The person said neither. Wait, what? And they just left? What? Wait. I need to rewind. What's going on? During a break, okay, I was talking to an individual. Not sure how the subject came up, but they told me they had backed into another car in the grocery store parking lot a couple of weeks ago. I asked if they have left low or decided to wait for a driver to come out the store. The person said neither and they just left. When I questioned them, saying something like, what do you mean you just left? What about the person whose car you hit? They say their own car incurred more damage than the person they hit, as if this made even an iota of sense. Of course, I tried to explain how much damage was done to their own car had nothing to do with it and that they damaged someone else's vehicle. They couldn't grasp this concept and kept saying their own car had much more damage as if they made everything even. Still makes me mad to think about this freaking idiot out loose on the roads and parking. Right? I feel like it makes sense here because, you know, your car broke, but you also broke someone's car, so you're responsible for that. 2 wrongs don't make it right. That's the idiot. 2 wrongs don't make it right. So both sides still have to be responsible about it. Alright, let's move on to the next one. No means no. I see that too much. That is very obvious, and some people just likes to breach someone's boundaries. Okay. Working in a grocery shop for a while, had a dude who wanted to know why there wasn't an expiration date on salt and didn't get it even when I explained it to him. He could have been trolling me, of course, but he honestly seemed to not get it. Oof. Let's see. Just because someone disagrees with you, it doesn't make them wrong. Twitter. I once watched a new server at a restaurant I work at struggle for like 5 minutes to get one of the tables out from between the booths so she could sweep. You just had to turn it? Wait, what? If you just look at the legs, this was obvious. Someone eventually took pity and went to help her, bless her heart. Oh yeah. Okay. Alright, alright. Things should be fine now. The hot topic, thank you. Let's see, what topic? What popular word do you hate? I don't know. Let's see. This is a question for you guys. What do you eat when you don't know what to eat, but you still must eat? I get the questions. This kind of question a lot from my friends. Cereal. That is the correct answer. It's either like, for me, it's either like cereal or just like bananas. Sometimes banana just appear outside my room, and I'm like, okay, it's banana time, or maybe even cookies. Cookies is also a food that I don't know what to eat, but you still must eat kind of food. I tell my students all the time, you know what's the best part of being an adult? I can eat mac and cheese whenever I want. So yeah, mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is such a Western thing. But I will say though, I would love to eat mac and cheese every day. It's the cheese, guys. It's the cheese. I love cheese. My favorite food is cheese baked rice. So this is kind of like a Hong Kong food thing, where they would steam a rice inside of a, how do I say this, aluminum folded bowl, and then they would bake the cheese inside, and then like the half molten state of the cheese paired with the rice. It is a calorie hell, but it is also heaven at the same time. It is just so good. And that's why I only eat like once a month, because that's those food puts me on a lot of weight, and I wish I could eat it for the rest of my life. Yeah. Peanut butter toast. It's so weird. It's been so long since I have a peanut butter toast. It's like, I don't know. Usually I just eat biscuits nowadays. Biscuits and cookies. American and British English. But I don't like to eat bread anymore. Maybe it's because I used to eat just too much bread in the past, and like my body's like, okay, maybe not bread. Bread is boring. Okay, there we go. How would you describe the 21st century so far? Corporate, consumption, division, subversion, and misinformation. Okay. Yes, that makes sense. Two out of 10 would not recommend. All right, I think I'm pretty saturated with the content I receive on AskReddit today. Let's just go through some of these very casually. What commonly liked food do you find disgusting? This question, I'll say it right now. I hate boba. I hate milk. I hate Milo. I hate chocolate milk. I hate chocolate liquid. Yes, those are the commonly liked food that I think is the most disgusting. You could call me out from that. That's why actually IRL I'm so freaking short, because I never like drinking milk. It's not like I'm lactose intolerant. I just hate milk. Shrimp is something that I am allergic to, but now I don't think I'm more resistant towards shrimp. Shrimp cause allergy, but I do remember that one time I ate a soup noodle, and it just contains a lot of shrimp in it, and then the next day I just have like fever, and then just a lot of this pox, a lot of this like allergy caused pox just popping out of my body, and it was the most horrible Christmas that I had. I don't find it necessarily disgusting, but I personally don't like sushi. Sushi is something. Sushi is also something that I don't necessarily like. I'm fine eating sushi. Some of that I really like, but I hate eating sushi with raw meat in it. This one actually kind of makes sense because this one actually makes sense because I'm very afraid of parasites in there. Like, yeah, maybe they have cleaned it, but you know, I still don't trust it and stuff. So yeah, any Japanese meal with raw salmon in it, yeah, that's out of the question. All right, let's see. Celery, never tried that before. Oysters really nice. Ooh, like things like oyster and what was the snail meal called again? Escargot. Those are pretty nice. All right. Yeah. What's your? I think this will be the last one, since I'm pretty tired reading all this already. Alright, I don't know Portal 2 games, so I wouldn't be able to get references like this. Had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. Mass Effect, Team Fortress 2, all games that I'm not familiar with. Wait, hold on. Alright, yeah. Hello? 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 I wanted to record a message for you to help you get settled in on your first night. I actually work in the office before you. I'm finishing up my last week now, as a matter of fact, so I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you there's nothing to worry about. You'll do fine, so let's just focus on getting through your first week, okay? What the hell? I can't chat again on PC. On mobile, it's fine. It's been like 15 minutes? Wait, holy shit, really? I didn't even realize. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Now it's happening to my chat. Oof, now it's happening to my chat. That is so weird. That is so weird. Can I chat on my own chat? On OBS? Test. It's fine on mine. What about mobile? So weird. Twitch server is being very weird. Oh my god. Your OBS is fine. Okay. I'm sorry, Kuro. I'm sorry. Just so weird. Okay. I can't chat. That's okay, Kuro. Oh my god, thank you for wanting to chat. I'm fine if you want to lurk for the moment, because I know it can be quite hard to chat on mobile phone. Yes, give Kuro hat pad. I don't have a hat pad. I don't have a hat pad exclamation. Oof. Oof. I just need to get affiliated, you know? When I get affiliated, maybe all of these would be possible. Shh. Go follow. Alright. I don't think I have anything to talk about now. So I'll switch to cozy, just chatting with everyone else here. So, alright. Right now is 11:50 p.m. We're not going into Reddit to search for some posts. It will just be me rambling about anything that comes in my head. So, there's one thing I'm proud of myself today. I have to talk a lot about this because I'm a person who has a very low self-esteem. So I will actively find something that makes me feel proud of myself, not because I'm narcissistic or something. It's because literally if I don't think about it, I would just think about how bad I am as a human being and then just beat myself to a mush. And that's why self-love is important, and that's what I'm precisely doing. Okay, so there's one thing I'm particularly proud of myself today is, back in like 2 to 3 years ago, I used to like drawing a lot. Uh, how did that come out would be a long time story that I think I'll tell it next time. But I did get into like drawing a lot, and I like to draw a lot of these OCs, original characters, fan characters, or maybe just fan arts in general within the fandom that I'm in, and I enjoy a lot of these things. But then because what inspired me to start drawing is because of social media, and you know how social media tends to recommend people or even make people who are really good at you or even do things that are better than you at something, and then you compare yourself to them, and then voila, you feel very demotivated and you stop drawing. That's me in the past. So in the past, I was like, I draw a lot, but then I found my new interest in game development, and then it's like, and then I just focus on more and more towards game development instead of art. So I'm just like slowly not drawing. However, there is a New Year resolution I set for myself for this year, and that would be to just doodle something every day, big or small, major or minor, creative or uncreative. I just have to get something down on a paper that represents a complete concept every day, just like one doodle. And so far, I have been very proud of my progress. Like I do draw some like fan characters here and there. It actually kind of relieved a lot of the anxiety, because every time I go onto Twitter and I saw like people drawing fan arts, very cool fan arts with characters or just fan arts of their own characters, I always feel like kind of jealous, because like, my god, they get to draw it so good, and they get to show people how they perceive like this kind of character or that kind of character, and then like I want to be them, but at the same time I also don't want to spend like the rest 10 years of my life learning how to draw, because I don't think that's what I want to improve on. I just, want to draw something that looks cool without wanting to train, because wanting to train in a skill is different than wanting something to happen on paper. Back to the point though, I've been drawing a lot, just a lot. I've been drawing a lot, and today I actually kind of like drew an original character that has been in my head for, I could say, 3 to 4 years at this point. And then I finally was like, you know what, I kind of feel like drawing this, so like I might as well just draw this. And to give context, right, the characters I draw in is essentially kind of like a Genshin Impact game. And I highly believe that Genshin Impact stole my idea before they made Genshin Impact. But the point is, in this world, there would be people who are separated by nations. Each nations represent a specific culture. Like for mine, there would be references to the Roman Empire, to the Greek Empire, to the Chinese dynasty, the Japan's dynasty as well, Japanese dynasty. And then one new culture that I was interested in a year ago or 2 years ago would be the Mexican culture, or should I say what's it called? Mayan. Yeah, Mayan slash Aztec culture. That got me interested in, because you gotta look at that mythology. If you guys don't know, Rayquaza from Pokemon comes from a god in the Aztec mythology known as Quetzalcoatl, and it's essentially like a feather dragon, and that's where they get the inspiration from Rayquaza from. I found out, I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool, and I would say Quetzalcoatl, it's a pretty lit god as well. Okay, the thing that I'm proud of is that I actually take references from what I know. So there is a culture in my world that would be sort of like a more violent tribe, but violent tribe for such. I'm back. Hello, thank you, Kuro. Welcome back. Okay, so there's a culture. The culture in Aztec, right, would be a more bloodthirsty kind of culture because they usually perform a lot of blood sacrifices to gods and such, and they're pretty, and that gives me a sense of violence. So that's why I put in this culture in my world. So this culture or this nation essentially lives under the sea. So under the sea, and they are separated into different tribes, different clans, and each clan has their own value. Each clan has their own god to praise. And so I took that reference that, you know, from Aztec or like Mayan civilization, and I put it on my character design. And the moment I finished drawing it, I have I have a very satisfying feeling that I haven't had for a long time. And it's actually very hot too. I'll give you that. Never would I imagine I would draw attractive man with my lack of art skills. But I've been looking at him for like the past hours. You know how when you draw something, when you draw something or you make something so good that you just put it on your wall and admire it. That's what I'm doing right now. Hot where? For my standards of drawing, it's hot. For my standards of drawing, like, I'm bad at drawing, but the fact that I could draw a relatively attractive and hotter character than what I usually draw just gets me going. You know what I mean? You guys want to see? It's a furry though. Would you guys be willing to see a furry though? And I'm just saying, I like to draw furries as well, so there are some furries on here. Alright. I mean, if you guys really want to see, I guess I could take a picture and spoil you guys about it. Hold on. I'm taking a picture so you guys could see furries. Just give me a moment. The camera's kind of blurry. Alright. Let me put this in my drawing program. But it's just a doodle though, so don't expect much. It was just like a quick 1 hour drawing and such, and then I decided to put it here. Where's my server? Oh wait! Oh wait! It takes a while to. Taking a while to upload for some reason. The internet's so bad. Internet's so bad. Okay, wait, guys, wait here for a moment. I'm going outside to steal some Wi-Fi. Give me a moment. Right, I'm back. This is gonna be exciting. What? Where the heck? Okay, this is gonna be exciting. I just need to flip this picture. Need to flip this picture and where is it? Rotate left and then crop this out. You guys see the actual thing here. So, please don't say this is bad. It's only a doodle and it's I don't have the skills. You guys can look at this, I guess. Wait, are you guys looking at it? Oh. Shit. Ah, wait. Chotomate. Something wrong. Okay. Cool. Cool. There. Guys, you guys looking at this? I showed it. I'm showing it only for a bit. This is the hot character that you guys wanted. It's a furry. It's a furry. Are you satisfied? Okay, I'm turning this off. It's embarrassing to share my art because I like this is embarrassing. Oh no, hold on. Wait, how do I turn off this? I'm really panicking. Alright. No. Something happened. Nothing happened, guys. Nothing happened. You appreciate good art? Yeah, I do appreciate good art, true. And so just telling you guys, those are the type of men I'm into. That body type is be looking really slick though. That's so cool. Oh my god, thank you. Yeah, like I'm really proud of it too. I'm really proud of it too. And also, have you ever guys drawn? Have you ever guys had an experience where you guys just draw something so hot that you yourself, the creator, you sim for it? Like it's just like you accidentally create the perfect human being, and then you're just like having so many thoughts about him. That's what I'm having right now. And it's cool because it's actually a pretty nostalgic feeling because I used to have a lot of these feelings. I used to have a lot of these feelings when I was a child, drawing all these like cool characters, and then I'm like, oh my god, I want to think about stories because I drew them to look so cool and so good. I think I had that feeling once. Oh no, we're just very horny human beings. We're just very horny human beings. I love my avatar. I would take Kuro. Good on you, Kuro. Good on you. It's rare for me to love my avatar because whenever I try to like envision myself onto a persona sorts like this one that you're seeing right now, which is like just part of the many personas that I have. This one specifically for Twitch. I never think that I would get in love with it because like I know I'm such a loser deep down. So there's no chance for me to love my own avatar. But I'll give credit where credit's due. Sometimes I come up with cool designs about myself and I like it. No. It's not like I hate it. It's like, yeah, I appreciate that I have all these cool designs. I have all this like design implications about my character that I appreciate about. But, you know, I wouldn't necessarily thirst over my own avatar. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily thirst over it. On the contrary, I would thirst over other characters drawn by myself that is not just myself inserts. We are beautiful inside and outside. Yeah, agree. I do have a beautiful butt. I don't know why I say that. I'm gonna delete this one afterwards. I don't know why I said that. Why did I say that? Booty food. I need to think before I say things. Okay. So yeah. Oof. I think I'm out of topic to talk about because it's like 11:30 p.m. We have been streaming for 2 hours. I never imagined I could talk for 2 hours, but I like it pretty much. I like it pretty much. To just have this like just chatting stream and then just screw around and then I owe it a lot to a lot of you guys for keeping the chat engaged and also tuning in. I really like you guys. Like sometimes you guys have like very special things to say about, and I appreciate your all's presence here. Really fun, really fun. If there's someone that's even more beautiful than me, then that's you guys. You guys are much more beautiful than me. I know you would do the same to me. Oh my god. I just hope that cause like I have an anxiety behind my head, because whenever I'm not streaming, I just had that personality in which I try to be sarcastic to everything I see. It's just my personality to like make fun or make ridiculous things to whatever I see. So I'm kind of worried that, you know, sometimes people may not take it as likely, because yeah, I know sometimes it can get a bit I can get a bit annoying doing that. That is Tio. Aww, that's really sweet, Kuro. Thank you for accepting me for how I am. Oh, you guys are so nice. I'm crying. Let me drink my tea. Y'all accept me? I mean, I don't see any other options here. I don't see any other options here other than accepting you. It's the only option presenting to me, and I'm going for it. I don't see why I won't accept you. Yeah. VTubers accept each other, right? Dude, that reminds me, if you guys saw my tweet, I had a conversation with one of my friends who is also a VTuber, and I'm also a VTuber. And then because we are in like a Discord servers on some of our classes, and we can clearly see who's streaming, who has like a Twitch channel, who is like actually streaming with the purple indicator there. And then I told him like, dude, I think there are more. I think there are more VTubers than normal people on the street, and then he agreed. No, there are just too many streamers on the street right now than people who don't actually stream. The market is very competitive. True. Oh, but talking about being a VTuber, I mean, like streaming in general, my goal for streaming is to just form a community, from a very close-knit community where everyone could just be together, and you know, if you guys want to hang out and chat, there's this platform. If you guys want to play some games together, like, you know, Among Us, party games. Like, I don't know, Gartic Full. I wish I could be the streamer that does that. And I have a plan where I reach, you know, the follower count, the follower goal right now. I will essentially create a Discord server and just a lot of the things that benefits this channel from a wanting to build a community standpoint. So yeah, I'm waiting for that, and I always like to be around a group of people, and I feel like Twitch is one of the platforms to do that. And I have you guys. who are very quality members of this community. Thank you. Also, I just have a concern that everyone everyone in my member is just another VTuber. and then we just essentially become a VTuber network. Like I don't know what is the VTuber network that's currently hot right now? I forgot what's the VTuber network. It's essentially like a company or such. I forgot the names. That's why I'm bad at names. Yeah, but we can. I don't know. A running joke with my streamer friends, is that we could always be a community together and then create the Malaysian version of offline TV. It is such a dumb joke, but I'll admit I have thought about it for a long time. It's just a guilty pleasure in which I think about it, but then like yeah, it's ridiculous, but it's still good to think about it. Oh my god, thank you, Song. You're giving the correct sense of vibe here. All right. I'm just chilling around. Alright, I'll like be here for like the next 5 minutes, and then if I can't think of anything to talk about, I'll just announce the stream to end. Right. Oh yeah, Genshin. The next characters I want to put for Genshin. I want Yoimiya first. Yoimiya's so cute. And when people complain about Yoimiya and they say like, oh my god, she's not doing any AoE damage, she sucks. And then the moment Yunjin comes out and also the career is just so ridiculous, I'm like, one day she's going to be useful and everyone wants her. And now a lot of people want her right now. I'm so glad. But I didn't manage to pull her because right after her banner was Raiden Shogun. So I was like saving up for Raiden Shogun and C6 Sarah. For some reason I still have a C1 Sarah and that kind of hurts me a lot. Yes, now I'm saving up for Yoimiya. Hopefully I get her, but if I don't get her, it's fine. And then once I also like get her, maybe Ayaka, because I also like private characters in general. After I get those two, I'll start pulling for new characters. Genshin has become the game where I just play casually instead of finding every corner for primo gems. It just like hurts me up. All right. But okay, I suppose I'll end it for the day. I'm already feeling a bit tired. Yes. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I had a lot of fun chatting, and I think I would do another of this just chatting stream next week. Just really fun and rambling about everything out of my head is so fun. Alright, but that's it for today. I'll see you guys on next Monday. I don't know what I'll be doing, but I'll be doing something. Alright, so have a good night, everyone. If it's morning there, then I hope you have a good day. And remember to hydrate yourself because that is very important. Hydrate yourself. And yeah, I'll see y'all next week. Okay, let's find someone to raid. Let's find someone to raid. Let's see. Have a nice rest, Tio. Take care, Tio. Thank you. You guys too. Is Zensu streaming with her friend? Let's see. Okay, Kazaki has already ended the stream. I want. Let's see if we can rate Malaysian. All right, let's rate a Malaysian VTuber, Malaysian streamer. I want to see what can I rate as a Malaysian streamer. And I need to find Malaysian streamers. All right, I think I'll just rate Leon.
You got
I'll just rate Leon. All right, go guys, go follow Leon. Go follow Leon or /rate Leon. All right, I'll see you guys next week. Take care. 5 seconds to go, and 3, 2, 1. Bye bye.